very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the People's Forum of In the Streets with Big Stone. Today I got up to a very sad news involving an 8-year-old little girl by the name of Jasmine. And the subject is she committed supposedly suicide. Now, a lot of Jamaicans don't understand, but I heard this during the debate, in the last political debate, and I heard the health minister make reference to that 4 out of 10 Jamaicans is suffering from some mental disorder or another. My condolences to the family of little Jasmine. For those who don't understand what suicide is, it can be staring you in the face. People can have these symptoms or these signs or these withdrawal moods. And because we don't pay close attention, we missed it and then we end up losing a loved one. Let's go to the newspaper and read about this poor little girl that probably was crying out for help silently, but nobody was there to listen. Let's take a read. Young Jasmine Keeling was always smiling. She was such a cheerful child that her neighbours in the Burke Road, Old Harbour community of St. Catherine, called her Smiley. But on Saturday morning she was not smiling when a friend and schoolmate passed by her gate and greeted her. In fact, she didn't even respond to her. Although this was unlike Jasmine, not even a friend could have predicted that the 8-year-old would have been found hanging by a cord in her backyard later that day. That was about after 10 in the morning. I was passing by and I said hi to her, and she didn't respond. The neighbor who attended Davis Primary School with Keeling told the newspaper yesterday she seemed sad. Jasmine relatives converged at the home that she shared with her mother and 2 older siblings on Sunday, all too overcome with grief to speak. Her mother just went to lie down. She doesn't want to talk to anyone right now, a relative offered quietly. A section of the house that was being renovated told a tale that the family could not. As the residents said, it was from one of the newly constructed columns in the backyard that Jasmine's mother found her hanging. Neighbours gave their account of the tragedy. When we go over there, me see her with the baby in her hand, and me I try to ask her what happened. She hold her and I said, wake up now, come for your dinner. It's done, she done cook, and I look for her. And all of them I look, couldn't find her, said Tracy Ann Campbell, who lives a few houses down the streets, and helped to take the child to the hospital. She said the girl's mother was inconsolable on Saturday night. When she was there, she was saying, I wake up and I watch you sleeping last night, and tonight I don't have you to watch. Campbell shook her head in disbelief as she explained that it was the thin nylon cord that was being used for the construction that is suspected to have ended the little girl's life. We couldn't believe it's that little cord, but the police said yes, because you can't burst the nylon cord. It is something that you have to use a knife and cut, she said, still shaking her head. She remembered Jazzy as an inquisitive and polite child. She was such a nice little girl. She pretty like what? The mother spoke of her daughter as very talkative. She would greet you and talk to you. So on that very tragical day, if she said good morning, or if someone said good morning to a child that always talk, then that should be a red flag. The flag should have gone up. But I guess most people don't even understand what is suicide, what is depression, what it means to feel low, whether it's from being bullied at school or from low grades at school to just economic circumstances. But as it couldn't be economic because her mother did the best that she could. But let's go to the official meaning of suicide. And in learning the official meaning of suicide, maybe in the future we can save a friend, a family member, our loved one lives. Please take a listen. This is very, very important. Please listen. Suicide is the act of intentionally causing one's own death. Mental disorders, including depression, bipolar disorder, autism, schizophrenia, personality disorders, anxiety disorders, physical disorders such as chronic fatigue syndrome, and substance abuse, including alcoholism, and the use of and withdrawal from benzodiazepines are risk factor. Some suicide or impulsive act due to stress, such as from financial or academic difficulties, relationship problems such as a breakup or death of close ones, or harassment/bullying. Those who have previously attempted suicide are at a higher risk for future attempt. Effective suicide prevention efforts include limited access to methods of suicide such as firearm, drugs, and poisoning, treating mental disorder and substance misuse, careful media reporting about suicide, and improving economic conditions. So you see how technical the mind can play with you if you're experiencing these disorders, these little problems. And even within yourself, not just your loved one, but with you. Sometimes you're depressed. We're being locked in. The coronavirus is now at an all-time high. 245 people reported in one 24-hour day. So it tells us that now the virus is actually spiking. I want to use this opportunity to reach out to the government to let them understand that we understand about your lockdown, right? And you say that will curtail movements, but I think more emphasis should be placed on wearing masks and sanitization and physical distancing, not locking down people at night, keeping your distance, wearing your mask. Those things happen mostly during the day when people converge for work. People take buses, stand at the taxi stand, go to the supermarket, go to the market. You must wear your mask no matter what. So those are the things that I think should be enforced, the public wearing of masks. Because guess what? As the Prime Minister says, there's no known cure within the next 1.5 to 2 years. We're going to have to live with this virus. We can't keep locking down the country or locking down people at will. People get frustrated. People get stressed out. We don't know what happened to this beautiful little girl. We don't understand, but these things in life do happen. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm reaching out to you. If you feel stressful, call somebody, call a friend, tell a family member. Because guess what? When you're depressed, sometimes you don't even know it's a silent killer. Thank you all for watching, and please make your comment because this is very important. 4 out of 10 Jamaican suffering from mental disorder. That is cause for a panic. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share my video, and make your comment. And if you have not yet subscribed to my video, I think now is the right time to do so. Thank you so much. When I saw the news this morning about this little 8-year-old little girl actually committing suicide, it touches the core of my heart. So please, please look at your loved ones, look at your children, look at your family members. You never know. Suicide is that silent thought that will take you away from your loved ones.